Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's live session. If you can hear me, please type in the comments. Let me know that you can hear me. Good evening. Welcome. If you can hear me, please type in the comment. Let's know that you can hear me. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. If you are here and you can hear me, please type in the comments. We have an amazing speaker today on stage with us on today's workshop, and I'm super excited. We're hosting him today. I don't know if you're excited. Let me see your excitement in the comments. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's session. If you can hear me, let me see your energy in the comments. We are ready to receive our speaker for today's workshop. I'm excited. I don't know about you. Welcome, Chinedu. I can see your energy in the comments. Good evening, everyone. You're welcome to today's session. Yesterday, we had Miss Kobo here on the studio with us, and it was an amazing session with brand storytelling. So you're excited to receive our speaker today. Let me know in the comments. Welcome to today's live. I can feel our energy in the comments. Let me know if you're excited to receive our speaker. Yesterday, we had Miss Kobo here with us in studio, and we had an amazing time learning brand storytelling. And today we have another awesome speaker with us. So let's get your emojis. If I don't see our emojis on our comments, I'm not starting. Let's be sure that we are here. And I want to be sure that you're excited to learn. We have our speaker here with us. Let's welcome Mr. Prince Francis. Welcome, sir. We are excited
Thank you
to
so
have
much.
you on the studio
Thank you so
today.
much.
Thank you so much. Yes,
Can
I
you
can
hear me?
hear you.
All right.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you, and we all can hear you. Welcome to today's workshop.
Okay,
So
thank you
that
so.
not to waste our time, we'll just be diving right in. I'm going to create success. I'm the moderator for today. So yes, we are with you. We are all ears. And thank you for having us too.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. My name is Prince Francis. Can you hear me? Can you
Yes,
hear me?
yes, you're audible, sir. Yes, you're audible.
So my name is Prince Francis, also known as the Akara Boy. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get out my. All right, I have it here now. So thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. And my name is Prince Francis, also known as Akara Boy. So I had to excuse myself from where I was to a fast food near close by because of our. So thank you for having me, everyone. Thank you. Please, if you can hear me, please drop a comment. Drop a comment if you can hear me. Drop a comment. If you can hear me, drop a comment. Thank you so much. So we're going to dive right into our conversation today, and on that note, I'm first of all going to say thank you to the organizers of Sales Hack Conference virtual class. And it's a privilege to be on the list of one of the speakers. And thank you so much. Thank you to the team. Thank you to the organizer. And it's a privilege to speak on this very topic, understanding. Okay, I think our topic says the good mindset. The good mindset. How to make. Yes, and let me go back here. How to sell a simple product like it is gold. How to sell a simple product like it is gold. And it brings when the topic came to me, I was like, oh wow, this is something that resonates very well with the brand Akara Boy NG, and I can be able to speak so well on it. And so my introduction, first off, is I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story, about my journey as an entrepreneur, and as the name Akara Boy NG came to play. So I'm sure a lot of people here already know. Because I've been pushing this for a long time, way long time. Moved to Lagos 2009, 10. So you can just hold on, please. I've been in the game for years.
Sir, are you still
Okay,
there? We
sorry
can't hear
for
you.
the
Okay, welcome back.
mix up there. So, like I said, I am at an E3 because of the light issues I had where I was. Okay, so basically, I wanted to share about my brand. Akarabo NG started off. Akarabo NG is an offshoot of my mother's existing Akara business that she did by the roadside in the city of Port Harcourt, just by the roadside. Like you have the regular Akara women. So growing up, I hawked Akara, and I hawked Akara around my catchment area in the city of Port Harcourt. And then growing up, and it took a while till my university days. Okay, after my secondary school days, I stopped talking Accra because my mom said, "Okay, it's time to, go into the world and face the world yourself and see what you can get for yourself." So hear me? Can you hear me? Hello.
Sir, it's breaking, but we can hear you now.
Please
It
say something
was
if you can hear
breaking,
me.
wasn't clear, but we can hear you now. Can you hear us? We can
Hello.
hear you now. So we can hear you now.
Please, our moderator, if you can hear me, please say something. I need to be sure that everyone is hearing me.
We can hear you, sir.
Hello. Okay, so I will just continue. I guess everyone can hear me. So that was how I took the roadside food idea and rebranded, because I had ideas on branding. I had ideas. Okay, so I can see a comment. He's having a holdback. Please, I need to be sure that everyone can hear me. Please, so I continue. Okay, thank you, Mr. Chinedu Paul. I thank you. So that was how I transformed my mom roadside business into a global, a brand that is recognized, not just the regular roadside car anymore, to a branded, a well packaged business. So the idea of taking the regular roadside akara, the regular akara, the way everybody used to see it before, as a street food, to make it a valuable product in the city of Port Harcourt and beyond, is the process where I say taking the regular into making it gold. Gold is valuable because of the perception and its rarity, and also the presentation. Gold, the regular gold, So I'm bringing you back now to the word gold. Is the perception, is the value. Is gold is valuable because of its perfection, the perception people give to it, and its rarity, and also its presentation. Every product has intrinsic value. Every product has intrinsic value. It depends on how you position it out there for people to see it. It depends on how you give it. It depends on how people see it. The difference between the akara, the regular akara, and akara boy is not the beans. No, it is not the akara itself. No, it is the branding and its experience that life. The branding and its experience that we brought to life. Now, akara is the regular akara. But what we now did was rebranded. We brought packaging into it. We thought of giving it a logo. We thought of giving it a color tone. We thought of rebranding the idea so people don't see it as the regular thing anymore, but they see it for the value we are bringing. And to even add icing to it, we took it from the regular akara to have the spice akara with the fish, and then we landed with the chicken, which is our most valuable product at the time. So it all boils down to how you let people perceive this, how people perceive this thing, how people see it, how people see it, how often they see it, and how well they see it. Now, taking gold, how to sell a product like it's gold. So let's dive into our conversation immediately. All right. So you'd ask a question. A lot of persons asked me this question: how is it possible that the business is thriving so well? How is it possible that the business is thriving so well? So, like I said, gold is valuable not because it looks different. It is still it's not because it looks different, but because people have been taught to see it differently. Akara Boy NG had taught people to see Akara differently. And I'll share some objectives of how we made people see Akara differently. So what we did was we changed the simple products you know. We took the simple products you know and changed the narrative. Change the narrative around the products. It is still the same akara, but we brought the concept of branding, we brought the concept of packaging, we brought the concept of marketing into it, and we told a different story entirely about akara. What makes gold valuable? So let's dive down to the world of gold. And I made a research about gold. So I'm going to be sharing that research I did about gold. So I'm going to explain it. I'm going to explain it in a relatable analogy. Gold is simply a metal. You have gold, you have bronze, you have the rest. You have the rest of these metals. Gold is simply a metal. It is not the most useful, but it is the most desired. It's not the most useful, but it is the most desired. Why? Because it has three things. One, rarity. You cannot find gold anywhere. Rarity. You cannot find gold anywhere. So that's why you see the miners go deep into the walls, into the foundations of the rocks, gold. And when one sees gold, they value it so well. You understand? And one of the things that makes gold different, that makes gold the most desired, is the perception. The perception is sold to you about gold. Shiny little thing, shiny beautiful thing, most expensive thing in the world. And they present it so well to you. So these are the three things. It is rare, the perception people have about gold, and the presentation people have about gold. Three things that makes gold outstanding. So the rarity, people believe it is scarce, so they value it. The ones that have it, they believe it is scarce, so they value the one they have more. For the perception, gold is associated with class. Gold is associated with power and beauty. So you see, when you hear gold, you're seeing the class. You're seeing, even when people use just the color, golden color, to paint a wall, there's a class attached to just the paint for bearing the name gold, which is not the main gold itself. So you see, the perception that people have about it, gold is associated to class, gold is associated to power. Presentation, the way gold is displayed and talks about, elevates its worth. So you do not see gold lying on the road. You cannot see gold lying on the road. You cannot see gold in any store. There are specific stores that you find gold, and those stores are positioned so well that it is well presented. So you see, these are the three things. It is rare, the perception about it, and the presentation about it. So this is my point. If you can replicate these three things in business, if you can replicate these three things in your business, you can make anything you sell feel like gold. Now, I'll come back. Practical translation of what I want to say is, for the rarity of your product, people do not see it everywhere. There are a lot of persons doing the same thing, but there's a way you define your product and refine it, and it stands out from. People do not find your product anywhere. Whenever they want to buy your product, they come to you. You create special edition. So when we started the Akara Boy Instagram, we started with fish. And one of those days, the customer walked. I was doing a test. I was doing a test of what of Akara to some roadside and some of my mother's customers. So one of those days, a man walked up to my mom to buy Akara, and I presented this Akara to the fish. Called this fish spray. And we presented it to the man, and he was like, "Is it this woman's Akara?" I said, "Yes, she's my mom. So I am here to take the regular Akara and rebrand." I told him a lot of dreams and stories. He was like, "Okay, he took the Akara, he munched it, he liked it." But he came back to me and said, "Not really fancy fish, but even if it was chicken, I would love to." So it took us one full year of discovering how fish would fit in. One full year. And at that instance, we're going to go back again to experiment on chicken. Like the whole process of testing the pudding, testing the oil, testing the temperature of the oil, the fire, the amount of fire that hits the oil that would make the stay afloat, not sink down. The amount of heat that needs to hit the oil, not so high, not so low, but mid. The mixture of the pudding with the chicken, the marinating of the chicken, the processing of the chicken, all of that we went to go back all over again to make that research. What we did, we brought out a fine product, and we'll be testing that product over time. And so far so good, this product has been one of our most viable products. So I found out that, okay, since chicken is selling, let's hold on. Let's push chicken. We created a special edition. Next year, we are planning to come back with 2 different of our recipes we've already tested and tried, and it came out perfect. 2 products, 2 new products line are coming out for our taste. 2 new products are lining up next year for our taste. So the idea is you have to create a special edition. Limit the access, how people get to see it, where people have to find it. They need to find it through you. They need to come to you. They need to know where you are and come to you. Create special edition. Or emphasize more on authenticity. Now, what we did was to emphasize more on authenticity. Our product is not regular. We make sure that our taste is the same all through. We make sure that our taste has been this. We balance the taste. We balance. There was a period when some customers would call and say, "Oh, your Akara is too oily." We not had to make research on how do we make this thing not to be oily. Okay, who produce? How do you do this? How do you do that? How do you do that? So we created authenticity for the product. So when it came, so that is the rarity part of it. Now we dive into the perception. How do we want people to perceive this? How do we the perception of our product? We told story. I told story. I told a lot of my story. And truth be told, there are a lot of stories I have not told yet. A lot of stories I'm not. Tell stories that makes your product feel valuable. Those stories about how you created, where you've journeyed from, and how you become. Let people follow that journey over time. People had followed the journey. If you go to our Instagram handle, you'll see a pinned post of one of our videos from 2020 where first time I made a video and I was calling out on people to assist me develop my mother's business. Like I was seeking for funds. So see, there are a lot of people who had followed that story from that time and up to now, and they've seen the journey so far, and they are part of the system. So tell your story. Tell your story. Tell a story about your products that makes it valuable. That is one thing you need to do. Then presentation, packaging. Package it beautifully and confidently. See, we chose not to sell our car in the nylons, tied in nylon. We chose to brand it in a way that when it comes to you, wherever you are, the moment you hold it back of a spice chicken akara, you're holding it with pride. You're holding it as though you bought gold from the market. So the packaging we did, we went. I went and made research on how to brand our packaging over time. Before it was just a branded paper, it evolved to I created a concept around packaging it that when it travels for long, it can stay hot for a while. Our akara stays hot from production time for more for 5 hours plus, and it stays hot. You can have our akara. If you buy our akara and you put in your fridge, you can have our akara anytime, any day. Our akara can be stored in your fridge, and you can eat it anytime you want to, because we've gotten feedbacks from our customers that, oh boy, I bought your akara last week. And one of the cases was when one of our customers ordered for 15 pounds all the way to Calabar. The man said he placed it in his fridge, that ever since he tasted the akara, he has not been able to eat akara on the regular akara on the road. Stored it in his fridge every day for him and his family. They have this for breakfast. So you see, the branding and the packaging presented it somehow. So even without you tasting our akara, once you see the packaging, you beat your hand on your chest and say, oh wow, this is beautiful. So you see, these are the things that you need to do. Like I mentioned 3 points. These are the 3 points that are related in practical terms: rarity, limit access, special editions, and also emphasize on authenticity. The next thing is perception. Tell stories about your product that makes it feel valuable. The third one is presentation. Package it beautifully and confidently. So I'm going to dive down to two kinds of value. Now, how people value, how people do value to something. Two types of value. There's an intrinsic value. Intrinsic value it means what it really is. Like the intrinsic value, what it really is. People, I've had a lot of persons ask me when I go to people and I say, hey, I make akara. You make akara? Oh, wow. And I explain the akara. And people are like, we make chicken, we make akara with chicken in it. Wow. And they're asking, really? What does it taste like? What is it like? And you understand, that's intrinsic value. The real worth of your product. What it does or offer. That's what it means. So for us, for example, akara is beans, yeah? Grinded, fried, and served. That's its intrinsic value. Akara. Now, the perceived value is what people think about it. Intrinsic value, what it is. They want to, oh, what does it taste like? What is that? What is your service like? What is your packaging like? People really want to know. Now, the perceived value is what people think about your products. This comes after they've tested your product, after they've had a connection with your product. This is the emotional words people attack. Understand? They've tested it and they're like, oh my god, this is so good. I think this product needs to go viral. I think this product needs to go global. I think this product needs to needs to blow out. I think, oh, if you position this product like this, it will make sense. So that is the perceived value. So people have two types of value: the intrinsic value when they do not know about the product yet, and the perceived value when they now know about the product. You understand? People attach value to your products. People attach value to your products after they've tasted it. So that's the perceived value, what it represents to them. For us, I have a lot of customers reach out to me and like, bro, this product, your akara, don't make me. I need to chop egg. And this thing be my. And this thing I want to chop. And this thing I want to chop. And they attach so much emotion to it. So, for example, it's not just akara. It is a redefined cultural experience we give. It is a redefined cultural experience we give. Nostalgia meets modern taste. So it is the old meeting the modern taste and merging itself. You understand? So it's the old meeting the future, and there's a merger that pushes it out there. So one of the things you need to understand that is that your audience. Yes, let me take that again. Your audience does not buy your product. Your audience doesn't buy your product. They do not buy what you produce. They buy what it means to them. Capture that. The products for what it is. They buy your products for what it means to them. You cannot find Akara Boy NG Akara anywhere in the world. So there is an attached value to it. You cannot buy our taste anywhere in the world. There's an attached value to it. You cannot buy our branding anywhere in the world. There's an attached value to it. You cannot buy our story anywhere in the world. There's an attached value to it. So you see, these are the things people buy from you. They do not buy your product. If they buy your products once and they leave, and what makes them comes back again to buy again and again and again and again, it is these things. How they perceive about what they perceive about your business, what they see, how they connect with your business. So I just shared the two kinds of values. So I'm going to rush off the bridge between ordinary and gold. So I'm going to share the bridge. That's the third point. Ordinary and gold perception. The bridge between ordinary and gold is perception. Your job as a business owner or a salesperson is to reshape the perception. So one of the things that we are planning to do for next year is as Akara Boy NG is to shift the narrative. People know Akara Boy NG, this is the story from year to year. You've been able to move from the roadside with your mom and having a makeshift that looks presentable for your production. Now next year we want to change the narrative. We want to blow your mind and you'll be like, wow. So you see, that is what it is as a business person or as a sales person. You have to always think of reshaping people's perspective, reshaping your customer's perspective. Think of things that would make them stay. Change how people see your product. And you change how much they are willing to pay for it. Change how people see your product and you will change how much they are willing to pay for it. One of the things that we've done over time is that our price has evolved. When we started, a ball of akara was 200 naira. And I was struggling to sell one big ball of our akara for 200 naira. Guess what? Today, one ball of akara is 2,000 naira. evolved over time. Market has changed, market price has changed, economic price has changed, so it has impacted on the business that everything had to change, branding, packaging, everything had to change. But then again, people are still buying this akara. Why? It is the ideas painted around it. It is no longer about the product, it is about connect with the product. And they are willing to pay. 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 They are willing to pay every day. For example, before akara was a street food, people look at it as messy, cheap. Come on, you said find akara that year 2020 naira. Back there, currently akara one bowl of the regular akara is 100 naira. And what we did, we made it modern, we made it clean, we made it well packaged, and we attached a story behind it. From ordinary to gold. What did we do? We made it modern. We think for the future. We thought for the future. We thought for the now. How do people perceive this product? How do people perceive this product? We made it. We packaged it very well, and we attached a story to it to drive it into the market. So that is the idea. Now the result is people began to take pictures, post it online, and have craving experiences. Not just it is not just the taste. People want to attach to the beauty it comes with. People want to attach to the branding and the packaging it comes with. People, because you're putting so much of the branding, beautiful branding into their mind, putting so much of the beautiful packaging into their mind. From the graphic designs to the videos you make. Now, when people buy it, they are willing to now take a picture with it and send as a review. They are willing to take a picture with it and post on their social media handle. They are willing to take videos of the product or using this product and post online. That is attaching themselves emotionally to it. So you see, this perception transformed our 200 naira akara into 2,000 naira experience. Transform our 2,000 naira akara, one ball. Then we sold a pack of 5 was 1,000 naira. But right now we are selling a pack of 4 for 8,000 naira. So perception took it from 200 naira per ball to 2,000 naira per ball. 1,000 naira per pack to 8,000 naira per pack. You see what perception has done so far, so good. And we're still planning to add more, put more into it. We're still planning to adjust more into it. So you see, this is the bridge. This is the bridge that takes from ordinary to gold. Like I explained, I said, your job as a business owner, your job is to reshape perception. You don't do that once and sit down forever. You keep doing it over and over and over and over again. Keep changing the narrative. New things. Make people crave to see new things. Make your customer crave to see new things over and over and over and over again. Change how people see your products. And you will change how they are willing to pay for your products. So I'm going to the next point, which is the formula of value creation. So I'm going to rush up because our time is very fast running out. So I'm going to introduce a framework for you. So get your pen and get this. Perception
It seems like our speaker is having a downtime. Please, can you hear me?
If
If
you
you
can
can
still
hear
hear me,
me,
just
type
drop a
in the
comment. Drop a
comments.
comment so I can move on.
Okay.
If you can still hear me, drop a comment so I can move on.
Hello, sir. Are you there? We can hear you now, but we are not hearing you anymore. Hello, sir. Seems like his network is down. Please, if you can hear me now, just type in the comment that you can hear me. Seems like our speaker's network is down. I think our speaker is having a bad network. Oh, he's out of the studio now. But for those of us that has been here from the beginning, if we follow through, our speaker has been hitting on branding, presentation, and perception. And if there's anything I got value here is telling your story helps you build perception. Telling your story and rebranding always helps you build perception. So our speaker is not here, but I hope we're getting value.
A comment, drop a comment so you can hear me, please, so I can
Welcome,
rush
sir.
off.
We can hear you now. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Thank you so much.
Okay,
So let
welcome,
me just
sir.
yes, let me rush up. Let me rush up so that I can finish up. So I want to introduce the formula of value. One of the things I had created over time is a formula for value, and this is the thing that I had worked with to shape the way I put out my brand there, shape the way I put out my products out there. So I'm going to give you a framework. This is a framework. Yeah. So this is a framework that you can write down. It can be useful to you too. So you say perceived value equals to belief times. Okay, let me take it this other way down. Say branding, belief. Can you hear me? So let's take it again. Belief, BLIEF. Belief times branding times experience times story equals perceived value. So let's take that again. You can equally do plus. So you can say belief plus plus experience plus story equals perceived value. So the combination of your belief system, your branding, the experiences you create, and your story equals the perceived value of your customers, equals the perceived value of the people you're selling your products to. So I'll break it down. Break it down for you. For belief, you must first see your product as go-to. A lot of people get it wrong. You're making, they ask you, what do you do? I make puff puff food, and you're just saying it so casually. Oh, I'm a tailor. You're not branding it for yourself. I am. What do you do? I'm a social media manager. There's a point of social media managing, and there's a media marketing. It's where you evolve from becoming a social media manager to becoming a social media marketer. As a social media marketer, you are selling products. You are selling perspective. As a social media manager is someone that comes online and they give you content. You post the content. As you just post the content, you go and sleep. You're not connected to the product. You're not connected to the brand. You're not connected to the customers. You're not connected to how the system flows. So there are different ways, there are different levels. So first off, you will have to believe. You have to have this strong belief that your product is gold. If you treat it as ordinary, your customers and other people who will see it, even your staff, they will treat it as ordinary. If you treat your product if you treat your idea as ordinary, the people around you will treat your idea as ordinary. If you treat your idea as trash, the people around you will treat your idea as trash. If you treat your idea as it is just, they'll treat it as it is just. The value, the belief you add to your brand, to your idea, is what people see, and they want to resonate with it. Whatever you give to people is what they give back to you. Sells faster than your caption. I am convinced that this. I step into places and I say, "Have you tasted our akara before?" Like, if you've not tasted our akara, you've not. That is currently the only experience that nobody has experienced. If you have not experienced it before, it is the only experience that you have not experienced. So think about it. It is the only experience that you've not experienced, because our product is unique. You can't find it anywhere, nowhere in the world. You eat akara and you feel so much sweetness around you, like your taste bud adjusts to something new. So you get, so that is it. The belief I had for the brand is why it is where it is today. The belief I have for the brand is why it will be where it will be in the future. That goes to you too. The belief you have for your brand is what will make people look at your brand differently. Will make your customer look at your brand differently. Now it goes to, from belief, you go to branding. How you present that product. So after you believe, I believe this product will be global. I believe this brand will be global. I believe this idea will make wave. I believe. How do you package your belief? How do you present your beliefs to people? Now this is branding. Now, your nylon. Branding goes beyond that. It's your name. Your name. I remember when I picked the name. I went the name. So the name Akara Boy had been a name that they used to use and tease me back then when I used to hawk akara and walk around the street or in my neighborhood to sell. They would tease me. Moving forward now, I captured the name. Immediately I captured the name. I rebranded it. Now, the name that sounds like a stigma is now a branded name that everybody knows. So you see, Akara Boy NG, we branded it, we gave it colors, we made the visuals that when you see the graphic design, it is beautiful to behold. The packaging is beautiful to behold. These things determine whether people see it as premium or cheap. So I'm spending 8,000 naira to buy your Akara, bro. Package and wear. And when you come and see the packaging, it is given, it is given, it is given, it is given. So you see, branding is not really about your logo. It is not really about, it is more of your name, your colors, color combination of how you tell, the colors tell your story, the visuals, your graphic design, your videos, what they look like, your packaging system, and the tone. This separates your product from being premium and cheap. Branding makes people feel something different. They feel like they bought something different. They feel like, oh, this is different. This you cannot find it anywhere. This is at the top Akara Boy NG Akara. You don't check the Akara before. True, the Akara. You understand? It gives them then the experience. After they bought from you believe you've packaged it, you've branded it. Now when they buy from you, what do they experience? Your customer service, your sale, your delivery system evolve over time. Trust me, you have so many challenges. How you fix these challenges? You understand? The experience, the taste, the fast delivery, the interaction you have with your customer service procedures. So the customers feel like they are getting what they feel like they are getting. The taste, the smell of your products, the taste of your products, the smell, the interaction of your customer service, when you talk to your customers, the words you use for your customers. I handled my customer service for a period of time, and I built a wall around. I did not know what customer service is. I can give a course on customer service, the proper customer service, and how to make customers buy from you. How the words you use, how you tone, how the tone you use for your customers, how you talk to them even when they are not satisfied, when they have so all of these, the speed of delivery, your packaging, all of these, the experience, they are coupled in one, the experience. People don't remember the transaction they do with you. They remember how you hear somebody call me, a customer will text. I have a lot of customer reviews. At first, when they want to buy, they say 2,000 naira for Akara, 8,000 naira for Akara. Okay, after they buy, we get it to them. And you get a review like, oh, more, it is what it. Like the product is sweet. I give it to my mother loves it. I give it to my father loves it. I give it to my brother loves it. I give it to my sister loves it. I give it to a neighbor, I give it to a friend, they love it. So that is the review. That's the experience. So the storytelling, every product becomes gold when it is wrapped in emotions and meaning. I told the story of how I took my mother's business from the roadside and brought it and rebranded it. This is the story. A lot of persons have followed that story over time. They cannot tell about anyway. People front to tell our stories too. Stories turn buyers into believers. People who believe that your business will go, your business becomes something. So, for example, as an NG, people don't just buy Akara. They buy the story of heritage. They buy the story of street food pride. And they buy the story of local experience reborn. Local excellence reborn. So these are the things they buy when they see Akara Boy NG. These are the things, this is how people see Akara Boy NG. So you see, That's these four things makes a perceived value. These four things makes people see your business for different, see your brand for different, see your idea for different. So let me rush through one more points before I wrap up. Practical reflection exercise. Ask the audience, ask your customers review. Pause and ask questions. What's your next product? Like when we did the fish, we were doing fish and we gave to somebody and the person said, "Oh, I like chicken. Why not make it for chicken?" And I realized, oh, chicken. We went back to the store, to the lab, to our experience lab, because I call it the lab, and we did again and brought it. Now next year we are positioning for two new products that will bust everywhere. So you see, we've asked the question, we've noticed that, oh, over time chicken has sold. Let's change something else. Let's do something else. What is the so the next question is the first question is what's your product? What's your product? The second question is what's the goal in it? The thing that makes it special. The third thing is how do people currently perceive it? The fourth thing is how can you shift the perspective using belief, brand, and storytelling? Like the four things I explained. So, what do you want to do? You want to start up a business, you have a business idea, you have an idea, you have the products that you've already started. The three things you should ask is, what is this product all about? What is this business all about? How do I make it feel like gold? How do I turn it to gold? What is the gold in it? What is the thing in it that makes it special? Then the third thing is, how do people currently perceive it? How do people currently perceive this my product? How do people get reviews, customer reviews? How to see it? Then the fourth thing is connect these four things: belief, branding, experience, and storytelling into establishing a brand that people perceive and perceive value from it. So you need to write these things down. So write it down. Write the questions down. Because these are the questions you need to ask yourself, and these are the questions you need to build on. What is the product? What what's the goal in it? What makes it feel special? How do people currently perceive it? How can you shift the perspective using belief, branding, experiences, and story for us to sell your product? So as I wrap up this evening, you have to create a good mindset. You have to create a good mindset. You have to create a good mindset. Gold doesn't need to beg to be valued. You don't need to make gold. You don't need to beg to make gold valued. It just needs to shine. It just needs to shine. Your product is not only ordinary. Your product is only ordinary until you start showing it like it is extraordinary. It will remain ordinary until you start positioning it to be extraordinary. How you package your products, how you brand your products, how you put it out there, how you sell your products. All of these is extraordinary for what it is. So, in all you do, I need to go back with these three C's. I want you to go back with these three C's. And these are the three C's that it's more like a triangle. It's more like a triangle. The three C's. Selling anything. The three C's of selling anything. Which is, now that you understand the value that you create, now that you understand the value that you've created, which is the first C, let's talk about how you communicate it. Talk about how you communicate it. Let's talk about how you communicate it. to the market. All right. Let's talk about how you communicate it to the market. So create, compose, communicate. Create the product, create the perspective, compose how you tell the story, compose how people see it, and then communicate it to people. And that is how you sell a product to look like gold. That is how you sell it. I believe that with the few things I have shared with you, so sorry, I'm in a place that I have limited access to, so thank you so much for your time. I hope you gathered a lot. I need you to share what you've learned from this session in the comments. Share it, let me hear you. Share it, let me hear you. Take back to the WhatsApp group. Share your comments. Share what you've learned in the WhatsApp community. Let people that were not here learn from you. I believe that you've taken home something. How to change your products that looks ordinary to something that has potential, something that is seen and perceived as value. Change that your products today. Sell gold, not ordinary. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for this session. Thank you so much, sir. Are we in the comments? Let's appreciate our speaker for an amazing session. I got so much value from perception to telling your story to packaging to selling perception. Thank you so much, sir. We are so grateful for this session. And we're wrapping up now. Our people will drop questions in the delegates group. And once they do, we'll surely communicate the ones that will get to you, sir.
So if anybody have any question, you need clarity about, don't hesitate to meet me in my DM. My WhatsApp number is 0812 97 1990. 0812 497 1990. Please also follow our social handles at AkaraBoyNG1 on Instagram, AkaraBoyNG on TikTok, AkaraBoyNG on Facebook. Follow so that you get more updates, so you get inspired more. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. We celebrate you, and we've come to the end of today's section. Thank you. Thank you so much, Favor. Thank you so much to every other person that stayed to the end of this live session. Good night. And we have our final speaker tomorrow. Please let's make sure to keep the same time and date for our final speaker for tomorrow. Thank you and good night.